What led to you kind of finding yourself as this game went on? You seemed like early on you were a little finding your pace, and then at some point it clicked. What did you feel clicked out there when you started scoring?
Just it started off slow. I felt like my teammates needed me to do more, so I just did more and brought to the table. Obviously, it wasn't enough to get the win, but we gonna be better.
John, was this the kind of matchup that you went into knowing this is a little bit smaller of a team? I mean, how much did you go into this matchup with the sense that at your size you could sort of impose your will down low, and how much was that part of your strategy?
I mean, it wasn't really a strategy. I was just, like I said, I was just trying to go out there and do what was best for my teammates, me and my teammates.
I mean, what made them so tough to stop from three?
The way how they disciplined and setting screens, everybody was playing together on that team. They cut 1 through 15. I felt like they had a lot of energy, and once you have energy and confidence in the game, that's what happens.
I mean, do you feel like you guys met that energy or fell short of that?
I feel like we fell short of that. A lot have been going on this week, and we just got to bounce back, and we see what we got to do now from this game on, and we just want to bounce back and get ready to win again.
I mean, you and John scored like 3/4 of your team's points tonight. Do you guys feel a little added pressure because of the current situation?
Not at all. I feel like me and John is a good basketball players, and we just trying to do what's best for Pitt. I'm just trying to be more synced into Pitt and do what the people back in the days that used to win do. So I don't even really care about the points. I just care about winning at this point, and I truthfully feel like I got to just play better.
Guys, this is a team that's lost 2 of its top players over the course of the week here. I mean, for you guys, how difficult was that? Where you're practicing with these guys for weeks and months, and then all of a sudden in 7 days you have to prepare for games without them being part of your all strategy and overall sort of tempo and familiarity. How much of an adjustment was that, and where did you all notice that the most?
I mean, honestly, it's tough losing 2 of our best players, but back when my high school coach used to say next man up, so just the next 2 that was up and ready, Hey, Nate, he a freshman, his first game out there as a freshman. He did pretty good, just got to keep stacking bricks, man.
I mean, you talked about energy a little bit ago, but if you were to weigh energy versus like communication and just fluidity of talking to each other, did you feel like that might have weighed more into it versus the energy? Because it looked like a lot of the switches weren't coming as fast, and you guys were trying to, catch up with each other almost after the fact.
Yes, you're definitely right. It was more about communication. We didn't demand the switches like we do in practice. We was just saying it low, and we was overthinking the situation that we wasn't supposed to. It was supposed to be like on demand, saying we're supposed to switch and just being more vocal and energized. But this is a new core group, so everybody's getting to know each other from like what position, because we change it more around. We're doing stuff that we're not used to, so we just going to come together and get better and talk about it.
What was your mood like in the locker room among the team?
Mood right now?
Yeah.
We kind of upset because we feel like we should did better. We should have done better due to the fact how hard we play in practice. But today we didn't show how hard we play. And right now we're not holding our heads down, but we know it's the next game up. But we just want to bounce back. We just want to prove everybody wrong.
You guys were down 12 points. I think it was 3 minutes in. You ended up losing by 15. What was different? What happened in those first 3 minutes that really let them get that big lead that you guys weren't able to get back?
The shooter was hitting. He was just flying around. It was like my boy Femi said, they was playing with energy and playing together. They play harder in this. If you play harder in the team, you're gonna win.
There was an early possession in the second half, I think, where they got an offensive board, they got it back and scored. I think you guys scored, but then Jeff called a timeout, and he seemed like he was trying to get a message across to y'all. Yeah, I don't know if you can remember that time, but do you remember where there was a point where your coach was saying what he might have said, if that charged anything with you guys or resonated with some of the things you guys worked on in practice?
It was just enough is enough. They had a lot of second chance points. That's how most of their threes came along and most of their baskets. And we practiced boxing out, and we haven't been boxing out and getting the rebounds like we do in practice, and it was just frustrating. So next game, we're just going to have to box out more.
What do you guys think led them to have that kind of rebounding success? Because, this is a Pitt team that had a pretty decent size advantage over them. What do y'all think allowed them to find success in that area of the game?
33 he wanted it more than us, honestly. He played a hell of a game. You know, great rebounder, sending hard screens, just playing dirty. He played a great game. Just like I said, he just wanted more than this.
We had talked earlier about losing Nike and then losing Ithiel here for the time being. I mean, how much for you guys who y'all see this up close? How much did that change y'all's preseason or y'all's expectations for what this team could do this season?
I don't think it changed no expectations. Still the same expectations that it is when Nike and Nike was here. Coach still expect the same thing.
We got enough on this paper right now to still win. And I truthfully feel like that. When everybody's together and we all playing together, I truthfully feel like we could be one of the top teams in the ACC. And we just want to prove everybody wrong. So it's just kind of frustrating that we lost this game right here.
What do you think gives you that confidence in this team?
The more togetherness. This year we together. We actually talk more. Everybody's like closer. We're not in our selfish ways. Like we're not. Truthfully, me and John didn't really see the 20 points until at the end of the game. We just want to play together and just find the best shot to win.